Is that what Jesus said?
Ahmed, which is the name, one of the names.
Have you got a phone on you?
Don't laugh.
Can you find a verse like that in the Bible?
Yes.
How could Bukhari himself had known what he wrote down?
And how do you know?
Number two, how could the audience, the readers know whether what he was saying was true or not?
Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. You're dirty.
Don't touch
I don't want to get dirty. Yeah, that's Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar.
You see how Islam spread? Any Muslim who is able to engage in a sensible conversation, please welcome. How will they verify the accuracy of the writing of this person who supposedly lived 3 centuries, 4 centuries ago in a faraway land like Iraq? How can they verify?
It's not about the time. It takes some time to collect information. For example, Quran took 23 years.
I'm giving you a specific example, Umar.
Yeah.
Stick to my example.
Sometimes information to be collected, it takes time. So the time it doesn't really matter.
No, Umar, stick to my example.
You need to look how many pages are there, and then you gonna just identify. This is gonna it takes ages sometimes.
Umar.
Yes.
Umar.
Yes.
Question is simple. Please stick to my example.
Yes.
Please stick to my example. Very important.
Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
if I am writing something about
Iraq. Yeah.
some person who lived in Iraq 4 centuries ago, 5 centuries ago, 3 centuries ago, if I were to write very first time, no one has written about him so far, no record of him, and I am giving you some. How will you stick to the example? Very important.
How will you know?
How will you verify if what I am giving you is accurate or not?
But show me an evidence that Sahih Bukhari was late. How? It could be written in time
When
of
you go home,
Muhammad,
Ahmad,
and he writes
Umar,
everything about him.
Umar, when you go home,
Yeah.
check it out.
Yes.
That Sahih al-Bukhari,
Yeah.
even when you stick to the Islamic Muslims
Yeah.
standard tradition,
Yeah.
it's not Christian claim. It's not a Christian's claim. Muslims themselves would tell you that Sahih al-Bukhari was not written for about 2 centuries
After Muhammad.
after Muhammad. This is true. When you go home, please check if what I am saying is true.
Okay.
This
I'll
is
check.
this is what I am saying. The 2 centuries, 2.5 centuries is their story.
Was you there?
I'm not even talking about my story, their
Was he
story.
there?
But in my examination, it seems like there is a great chance that it did not even happen 2 centuries later, because there is no evidence even 2 centuries later of the existence of Sahih al-Bukhari. In other words, no one even theoretically could have examined whether what Sahih al-Bukhari was saying was true or not. No one could have verified. But people like you, young people, you saw the people who just wanted to argue, fight and so on. I'm not talking about them. You as a young man, Umar, is a sensible man who is engaging with the points that I'm making.
Yeah, I need to search about them.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Even you, someone as intelligent as you, who wants to search, find out, have become Muslims without even knowing these fundamental facts. Sahih al-Bukhari.
Can we apply this on the Bible?
We can apply all sorts of things in all other places. I am now talking about Islam.
Can we apply it on the Bible?
You see, you know what's going on right now?
What's going
Just
on?
asking us.
You know what's
What are
going
you
on
going
right
to
now?
manipulate, uncle?
You know,
Just asking.
What are you manipulating?
I'm just
Umar,
asking.
you know what's going on right now? He just asked a question. What did I say? Yes, of course, you can apply this on the Bible. And he immediately laughs because he thinks we Christians also have a literature similar to his literature, which isn't the case at all.
It's not the same.
I'll give you my email address. I'll give you my email address. Please find out. Me, on the other hand, I was talking about Islamic literature so far. On the other hand, I can give you details.
Who does he worship?
Who do you worship?
His worship. Where's worship?
Who do you worship?
Worship Trinity. Confusion.
You see,
Who do you worship?
they don't want to learn anything new,
What am I gonna learn?
don't want to engage with anything new,
Teach us, teach us.
just want to
Enlighten
just want
us.
to parrot.
Enlighten us.
Yeah. يحاول يسويه يعني يستغلني يعني
طبعا انا كلمتك في
اتوقع
البدايه.
يضحك عليه لا
اسمع
مستحيل
مننا
أوكي.
هلا، اسمع مننا.
You can, you know,
Okay, I'll search about that.
good.
Okay,
Umar, just one more thing. All the challenges I am
16
raising.
years old. Why you talking to 16
Please,
years old?
are you desperate, sir? Do you need to use the toilet or something?
16
Please, it's
years
there.
old.
Please don't get close to me.
Okay, listen.
Umar,
16 years old.
all the
You're not
challenges,
gonna get to him. I know you're trying to get
all
to
the challenges I am raising in relation to
عارف
in relation
Tell him the
to
toilet is
Islam, you can do the same in relation to Christianity. Once you do a little bit of your research, ask exactly the same kinds of questions about Jesus, about Christianity, and find for yourself that I have answers.
Give us the answers.
I don't have any reason to think you are a thinking man, sir. Please move on.
I asked you to give me the answers.
I don't care. I'm speaking to him.
But we need.
Who is the we? I'm speaking to him.
نبي الله لوط
Sir,
نام
when you
بنى ببنتين اليز هذا في الانجيل تبعه.
صح عارف
نبي الله
Give us the
لوط
answer.
corruption.
please,
هذا افتراء.
would you like to
Okay,
take down
I'll
my
search
email
about that.
address?
I'll search about
Please
that.
take
Email.
down my email address.
Why?
Please email
Okay, I will,
and
I will.
challenge me.
Challenge.
And I'll
We are
give you
here.
details about
We
it.
are Speakers Corner.
Do you have? Do you have?
بمزح
على بالي.
Islamic behavior.
Go toilet.
Why
Islamic
charity?
behavior.
Giving charity. Giving charity.
Islamic
That's
behavior.
very Islamic behavior.
Very Islamic.
Very
Don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Take, man. No one
Stay
wants
away.
to touch you, man.
Please don't touch.
You have cow piss. No one wants to touch you, man. Hold the charity, man.
Okay.
I'm not touching you. Hold the charity.
I'm gonna give you.
I'm not touching you. which means No, he wants for him.
Islam on display.
Oh ياسين
Yes.
زين انت
Islam on display.
شرفنا شيخ
Any other intelligent comment? Any intelligent comment?
Okay, I'll
Brother,
search about that.
I want to. Please do. If you want to note down my email address.
Actually, is on the name. Is actually on the name. Sahih al-Bukhari. Sahih in Arabic means the sure. But I'll search about that.
Wants to manipulate him.
People can
You're a
name anything.
radicalizer.
Yeah, okay.
You are a
Just because they've named something as
You are
Sahih,
extremist.
it doesn't make it
Cow.
Sahih.
You know,
Find for yourself. Ask this question.
targeting
How
the
could
under 18s.
ask the question?
عارف أنا محمار. أنا مش حمار أنا.
Ask the question.
Yeah.
Two questions.
Yes.
How could Bukhari himself had known what he wrote down?
And how do you know?
Number two, how could the audience, the readers, know whether what he was saying was true or not? Ask these two
Okay.
questions.
Okay.
Look, I'm gonna make a business with you, okay?
Sure.
But with no money. If I search and try to convince you, promise me to enter Islam.
Promise
If I-
what?
Yeah, promise me. If I prove you that, if that you want,
There are
if I
plenty
prove
more
what you
questions.
want, just follow Islam.
Plenty more questions. So if
that
you
real?
do,
I'm not gonna search anything simple.
He'll search
If you
what you're
don't,
asking.
if you don't join Islam,
Umar.
I'm not gonna.
Umar,
Okay.
that's a wrong kind of deal.
Look,
You need to search.
if I convince you,
Umar,
if I convince you
one
Bukhari is not wrong and it's got 100% right, promise me you'll enter Islam if I convince you.
If he convinces you.
Yes,
Umar,
If he convinces you.
Umar,
yes.
please listen to me.
He's listening.
The first,
He's been listening.
Umar,
avoiding,
the first challenge for you
Yes.
is for you to learn this
Okay.
for your own edification.
Okay.
Take it seriously
Okay, brother.
because it is for your benefit firstly.
Okay.
It's not just to convince someone else and so
But
on.
you're convincing
Learn.
him.
After you have learned, bring your case to the table. Explain to me how anyone could be confident that Sahih al-Bukhari could have
It's
been.
right. It's right. Okay.
Please,
And
bring
then
the case.
What
We can discuss.
The evidence of Bukhari is right.
If you are able to convince, please bring the evidence. Let's have a conversation.
Okay.
Because, yeah, good. Umar, he,
Next question. Can you speak to me now?
I am not convinced
Can you
he
speak
can
to me?
string together two sensible statements.
No. You should be able to convince everyone if you can speak properly. Yeah. Convince the hardest of the minds. Go on. Speak. Who is your God? What
He
is your religion?
swears.
Sir, what is your
I don't think you guys
Sir,
employ
I'm
your
asking
brain
you.
as well as you could.
Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant.
God has given you
Don't be
capacity
ignorant.
to think,
Don't be ignorant.
and it works only when you use it.
Come here, sir. Sir, what is your God and who is your God and what is your religion?
Okay.
Yes. I'm
Now,
listening. Hello. I'm listening. There's no one. I'm here speaking to everyone.
Are you desperate?
Are you?
Are you
who is your
desperate?
God and where's?
Are you desperate?
Why are you facing that way?
I don't think it's useful to speak to you.
Why? That's very ignorant.
I
to think
do
of
not think it is
Don't raise
useful
your
to
voice.
speak to you.
You look more ignorant by raising your voice.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Please move on. Thank you.
Can we speak?
Good. Thank you.
Convince me. I want to hear what you're here to speak about. He's convinced. We can't be convinced.
You think? I think these people are reasonable people.
How do you
I
know?
don't think at all.
How do you know?
You,
How do you not convince him? I thought you can convince anyone.
Umar,
هو قال لي ما نهضرش معاهم نهضر غير معاك. نهضر معايا نحب نسمع. But he's saying
تحبلو انا حمار انا شو تقول
which one? شكله ايش؟
what's that?
روح قود وليك امك هيا
خلي مش
لا راك يصور اخيه قاعد يصور
معنا هو ولد يحبه
Brother,
No, I don't have to understand.
son of bitch
are you already understand?
بالانجليزي والعربي قولها لي however you want it.
Islam on display.
No, it's disrespectful.
Islam المسلم is a completely different
So do you
thing.
think he's not a typical Muslim?
No, I'm a shitty Muslim. I'll tell you honestly.
I told him already
you're a
that
disrespectful
swearing
person. I
should
have
not be swearing, but he doesn't want to listen. What can I do?
I know.
As a
But why is he
Muslim,
doing
you
that?
should
But what you're doing now
Why
is
is he
very
doing
rude. What you're doing now is very rude. People are talking to you and you're facing away.
He came from India,
You're
he used to
facing
worship
away.
cow, yeah?
Why do you
Now he
think
become a
he's doing
Christian,
it?
yeah?
Yeah.
To get passport. Now he get a passport. Every Sunday, how much you get? 600 pounds.
To sell his religion.
Of course.
Oh, no,
You know why? Because they used to drink cow piss. Cow piss they drink. It says healthy.
Healthy.
2023 science and he's an engineer. He still drink cow piss. Does that make sense? Fuck you, I swear to God, man. How can you listen?
Umar,
What is your name?
in my country we eat your God. We give him lemon as well.
And I love it.
أخي
Hey.
relax.
Have you had McDonald's?
We make him
Grown up physically.
شوف
Umar,
دابا انتم ما كتورجوا الاسلام بصوره
لا
قبيحة.
مش اسلام حبينا نهضر معاه مش يهضر معانا. I'm asking him questions. He's being ignorant. He looks away. He doesn't want to speak to me. You understand?
Ask him what is your cow.
أخي respect.
Are you a Christian or Hindu?
So he doesn't want to answer.
Umar, the frank reality is this. When I spoke to him,
I'm gonna go.
it all of these help me. All of these help me. All of these really
Oh,
help
ya
me.
Sheikh, assalamu alaikum.
This is the truth.
All of these really help.
One God.
Allahu Akbar.
Only one God.
Allah Akbar.
All of
Who is your friend? Speak. Allahu Akbar.
don't touch me.
I'm not touching you. You're dirty.
Don't touch
I don't want to get dirty. Yeah, that's Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar.
You see how Islam
Nare
spread?
Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Nare
This is
Takbir.
not also Islam.
Allahu Akbar. Say Allahu Akbar.
See, look at
See Allahu Akbar.
He's
Other
happy.
see Allahu Akbar.
Nothing wrong. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar kaho. 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 Allahu Akbar.
Please cover all the mentally disabled people here. Everyone. Everyone. Speaker's Corner. That is the defense of Islam in Speaker's Corner. Is that the religion you want to follow? Ask yourself, do you want to follow a religion where people just shout foolishly? You like foolishness? You like foolishness? Ah, that's really sad. Do you like foolishness, sir?
You are the center of attention right now.
You are a Muslim. Are you happy with that demonstration of Islam?
Don't talk to us. No, don't talk to him.
He's got all the answers.
My brother, if this is what
Islam on display
I swear to God.
in the Western world.
Yes.
Can you believe
Ah.
how primitive the religion has to be that even after leaving Saudi Arabia and having come to such a place of repute such as Speaker's Corner, all that they have is nothing better than a parrot. What's that? What does chop mean? All right. So the lady wants me to shh. Good, please come here. Let's try and see if there is any intelligence in any of these arguments. Nothing much.
Where is your car? Where is your car?
You said you are a Muslim. Please come here. Any Muslim.
We love Muslims. We love Muslims.
Any Muslim who is able to engage in a sensible conversation.
Free Palestine?
Any Muslim who is able to engage in a sensible conversation, please welcome. Anyone? Any Muslim?
That's not your home.
There seems to be about 20-30 Muslims here. Anyone who is able to engage in a sensible conversation, please come. Anyone? Any volunteers?
We are all here to listen.
Someone who has not just grown physically, but also mentally. Anyone?
Uncle,
Anyone?
is this the plan?
There seems to be an eerie silence from Muslims. Silence.
Silence.
This guy.
Preach! Preach, man, sure.
The only thing they think about is food. Pretty much that's it. Are you an intelligent lady? Please come here. Anyone? Is there not one single Muslim who is able to engage in a conversation? Engage! Is there not one? Speak with him. Are you a Muslim, sir? Engage. Good.
Everyone, go on.
Calm down. We have finally found a Muslim whose brain. No. Listen to the end of the statement. We have finally, apparently found a Muslim whose brain seems to work. Apparently. I am a Christian.
Speak louder.
I follow the Lord Jesus Christ. Because I think
يا شباب انتم يا غثاء السيل احترام الحديث هذا حوار مع شخص انت اسمع ما عجبك لا خلاص yes please
I follow the Lord Jesus Christ. Because I find that in history I can verify the most important things that I can hear about Jesus Christ.
yes
Verifiable. Lived, died, came back alive.
Tell us, brother.
Jesus Christ, history of Jesus Christ, history of the Bible, very clear to me.
okay
When it comes to Islam though, I have serious problems. For instance, for beginners, I find that there is no record of Muhammad in any level of detail which we could use to call it a biography of some sort on Muhammad for a couple of centuries since the time Muhammad is supposed to have died. I have a serious problem. If for at least 2.5 centuries no record exists in any level of detail which we could use as a biographical material, my question to you is, when you take something like Ibn Ishaq or something like the work like Ibn Ishaq or the work like
who ابن what ابن إسحاق
yeah or the,
مو مشكلة no guys please yes go on
I am speaking in English.
No, I know
In
the
English.
problem, yeah, because I'm speaking Arabic.
Oh, you didn't
I know.
understand.
Ibn Ishaq, yeah, you want to say Ibn Ishaq, but I didn't catch it. You're gone.
I'm not speaking in Arabic, clearly.
No, me, I understand what
Okay.
anything I understand.
That's
Don't
good.
worry.
Likewise, the work of Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, late literature. Why would you follow it? What gives you the confidence that they are reliable, historical material on the person, supposed person of Muhammad.
Can I say something?
Please say all the things that you have to say.
Touch one level is very important. Now, because you said, La ilaha illallah, what you have said, you say, La ilaha illallah, Allahumma salli ala nabi. You are Christian. You are Christian, right?
I am.
You believe Jesus is a God, Son of God, Holy
No.
Spirit.
Address my questions, please. Please
I wanna
address.
ask you
Are you
one-
going to answer my
I
question?
will come to answer, I will come.
No.
Go
Let's
on.
begin
Okay,
there.
Go on.
Let's
Give me your
begin
question.
there.
Give me your question.
What gives you the confidence on very late literature such as Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Ibn Hisham and so on? What gives you the confidence that these late literature are reliable works of history on the person, on the supposed person of Muhammad? What gives you the confidence? Please explain.
To be honest, I was, but now no, I'm thinking. Because what you say is right. Now I talk with the Sunnah and Shia, both of them. Because I say before you see me 6-7 months, I'm here, I say I'm in the middle. I'm Muslim, I know Sunnah, I know Shia. So now I find it out, there is a problem there. That's why what you say, I'm with you.
Good.
Because now they say it's Al-Bukhari, there is some hadith, there is some stuff. I want to ask them, nobody answer.
Good.
So now you come to the point.
That's very
where
good.
No, this.
No,
you have to
I
be
agree.
honest.
I agree.
Yeah.
I am happy with your honesty.
I have to.
Good.
Because
Thank
it's
you
the
very much.
Islam. Because if I go like a hypocrite, munafiq, it's
Very
not
good, very good. So the only person who managed to show up here to engage in a conversation about the question I have had, he agrees
What agrees what?
that he does not know, he needs to have a conversation. There is no good
Keep quiet,
reason
keep quiet.
to believe.
Please,
There
please,
is
let
no
him speak,
good
let him
reason
speak,
to
let
be
him speak.
convinced
Yes.
of the reliability of the Hadith literature, Sahih al-Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, if you take Sunni Islam or if you take Shia Islam, the Shia Hadith sources. No reason
you
to
validate
trust in the reliability. He agrees with me.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Khalas, that's it. You
Yes,
got
I
your
agree with
answer.
you. Yes.
Khalas.
You agree?
Islam
Okay.
is in shatters. Hadith literature. Hadith literature.
This.
The question I want
You
to
see what they do is not Islam. You see what you're doing, guys? It's not Islam.
Well, unfortunately,
You see this one.
what's your name?
Jethro.
Jethro.
Yeah.
My name is Arul.
Arul.
Jethro, very unfortunately, I know you have been here for a while.
Yes.
I've seen you
23 years, bro, from here.
at Speakers Corner.
From Tupac to Sheikh to
No. Speakers Corner.
Yeah, I'm here 20
Speakers
years.
Corner. I
Yes.
can vouch and tell you
Yes.
because I have been here since 2008, and I can vouch and tell you I have never seen you between 2008 and let's say 20.
Because I was dressing something else.
Maybe you were dealing with
Yes,
something
you guys
else.
dressed
Not as a preacher. Not as a preacher. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
I have to talk.
Please don't touch me.
قول الحق لو في اهل بيتك يا ايها الذين امنوا لما تقولون ما لا تفعلون القران قال لك كذا انتم الحين هذا هل هو الاسلام؟ ما هو الاسلام؟ الاسلام من سلم المسلم بلسانه ويده. Listen, انا دينك هذا ما بتبعه لا اسمعني فرعون راح ودى القوم كله في جهنم فكر افلا يدبرون القران ام على قلوب اقفالها يا ايها الذين امنوا لما تقولون ما لا تفعلون يا ايها الذين امنوا امنوا كل هذه الايات ما تنفع فيك شيء الدين افهم القران افهم القران يس I'm with you bro don't worry about it
مع الهندي
مع الهندي وش مين هندي ما هو
مع
انسان
الهندي
يقول الحقيقه
مع الهندي وتمشي مع مسلم
لا I don't care طيب لو مسلم
انا كذبت انا قلت شيء غلط انا قلت شيء غلط
You see what is going on right now? All your points which have been discussed have been recorded. Don't worry.
It's good.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Yeah. So, no, good.
So now you finish. Did you finish? Can I speak?
هذا هو اتفق مع هذا والله العظيم مش
كيف تقول البخاري صح ومش صح هسه ثاني انت شويه راك منا ومنا برو ركز راسك
انت
عندي لك سؤال بس سؤال اعطيني فرصه بعد انت مسلم او غير مسلم
تسالني ولا سؤال
اسالك مناقشه
ما تسالني ولا سؤال لما تجاوب ما تسالني ولا سؤال لما تجاوب يس
اوكي
انت الحين قلت قاعد متفق معاه وما اخذ فلوس قلت والله
مين اللي قال اخطي فيها؟
ذكرت الله انت قلت والله.
انت اول حاجه هذه كذبه تمام.
لسه
الكاميرات انا مو قلت هذا الشيء.
انا انيك اكو انيك الكاميرات.
تمام
إيش
شكرا.
رأيك؟
اوكي شكرا.
هذه حركه
لا بس لا تمام. احترم نفسك. لا احترم نفسك.
هنيكوا الان.
Hey, don't.
لا اله الا انت سبحانك اني كنت من الظالمين.
نيكو يلا.
اسمع
You want to display that?
الكلمة دي عجبتك. الكلمة دي عجبتك ليه؟ طيب ريح اتكلم وانت ليه جاي؟
As far as I am concerned,
انت لا هو من حقه
انا ارفع صوتي. نيكو احترم نفسك.
غير الكلمه. غير الكلمه. انا قلتها مره كذا وانا غلطان. انت قلتها. هذا المستفيد الوحيد.
على بالي
شباتي كرك.
هذا دينكم. هذا دينكم.
مين يو؟
يا ناس.
نو.
as far as I am concerned,
Why? You cancel it.
I'm answering.
You cancel it. Okay.
I want to go. Those people they don't have any respect for the question and answer. They don't have. لا كتل. الله جل وعلا عنده قرآن he said. الله جل وعلا عنده قرآن he said. بل هم كانوا أعلام أضل. لا كتل بل they mislead and
Knowing that literature that records supposedly a person called Muhammad in history or late literature.
What did he say?
I don't know what he says. Some chapati something. He has. Clearly he has hearing issues. Either here or inside, something isn't working properly. Clearly.
Exactly.
He agrees. He has appointments.
He like the medicine. He get the drunk. He like it.
Good. Are you happy with that?
What's your question?
Given that,
You know what does mean Shabati Karak? Please answer my question.
given that the writings on the person, supposed person of Muhammad, are late writings.
Why are you saying supposed?
Well, I'm giving you a
Is it
reason.
historical fact or not?
I'm giving you
Was it a
reason.
historical figure or not?
Listen to me.
Word your questions properly.
Listen to
Be
me.
fair. Don't say supposedly.
Listen to me.
Because he's a known fact.
Listen to me. Please listen to me.
We've been listening.
Question. Put your question in a proper.
What's your name, sir?
Doesn't matter. Put your question in a proper.
Excuse me,
manner.
sir. I put the question in my own way. If you are an intelligent man, you can work
Why
around it.
supposedly? Because you're showing your bias.
You will
You're
know.
showing your bias. You're showing your bias.
Please, let there not be heat. Let
There's
there
no
be
heat
light.
at all. Ask
Let
the
there be
question
light.
in a respectful way.
Excuse me, sir.
Sir,
I am going to ask my question in the way I ask. You can answer the question in the way you want to answer. Please. But the question is from me, not from you. The question, let me
Go on,
repeat.
just ask the question.
Good.
Lecture.
Given that there is no early writings that record a person called Muhammad in the way Muslims follow, and the earliest of the writings come centuries later.
What centuries later? Define.
Can I finish my question?
Okay, centuries. When you say centuries,
Can I finish my
how
question?
many centuries?
Can I finish my
How many
question?
centuries?
Can I finish my question? Please.
Well, how many centuries?
Can I please finish my question?
Those are centuries. How many centuries?
Can I please finish my question?
Go on, go on.
Knowing that they are late literature, what gives you confidence that they are reliable historical material on a person who truly existed, who you consider to be Muhammad? That's the question.
Right.
Now, you are asking for more information. I can grant you more
When you
information.
said centuries,
The earliest of available
writing.
biography on Muhammad.
No, writing. You said the verses, the writing.
Yeah, biography is a writing, yeah.
No, biography may have come centuries later. I'm talking about the Quran.
The Quran doesn't give much information about Muhammad.
So what writing you talking
What
about?
information about Muhammad do you get
No,
from the
let's
Quran?
stick to your question.
No, please let me know.
Okay, question.
What information about
What is your
Muhammad do you get in the
question?
Quran?
So what are you saying about the writing?
What's that?
Muhammad was an historical fact.
Let the lady also speak.
No, I'm talking to you now.
Okay, sure. Well, how much information about a historical person called Muhammad can you get from the Quran?
We're not talking about the Quran. we're talking
No,
about
I was
writing.
talking about the Quran. I thought you wanted to bring in
Muhammad
the
is even
Quran now.
referenced in the Bible.
There we go.
No, these are facts. Why are you laughing?
How much of information about Muhammad is there in the
Bible.
Quran?
يأتي رسول من بعد اسمه أحمد.
Question, let me
It's in the
repeat.
Quran. It's
I
in the
can
Quran.
repeat.
It's in the Quran.
I can repeat.
The indication of Muhammad coming has been foretold by Jesus Christ in the Bible. Yes.
In your view,
No, not my view. These are facts.
explain.
It's a fact. It's in the
Explain.
Bible.
Where in the Bible?
God sent Barnabas.
Where in the Bible?
Barnabas, right? Go and find the facts. They're in
Where?
the
Where in the
Bible.
Bible?
It's in the Bible.
Where?
It's mentioned in the Quran.
I know. You may think it's mentioned in the Quran.
No,
but
it
where
is
in the
mentioned
Bible?
in the Quran.
Where in the Bible?
It's been foretold that there will be.
Where in the Bible? I'm asking you multiple
the
times.
Jesus of Christ has been mentioned.
Where in the Bible?
I don't have the
In other words, you don't know.
No, I don't have the references. I do know that it exists.
Okay, so you don't know the reference. Give
don't
me
know
the
the
statements.
The
Rough
reference-
idea, rough
right.
message. What is
Messenger
mentioned in the
shall be
Bible?
sent after me, who will guide you to righteousness.
Is that what,
And
is
his
that what
name
Jesus
will
said?
be Ahmed, which is the name, one of the names.
Have you got a phone on you?
Don't laugh.
Can you find a verse like that in the Bible? Can you find a verse like that?
It's in the Quran.
No, Quran can say all
the
sorts of
Bible
fantasy
does-
ideas. I'm asking
It's
you,
not fantasy
what
ideas.
does the Bible say?
Why don't
If-
you respect the book?
If it is blatantly saying something which is wrong, I am going to say the Quran can say all sorts of fantasy
What is
things.
your question? I'm still
Is
lost.
it in the Bible?
Let's go back to your question. What
You
is
are
your question?
lost
What is your
because you
question?
do not
What is your
respectfully
question?
listen.
You're not giving me the question. I'm talking about writing.
Multiple times.
Yeah, say it. You
You're
want
not
me to say it once?
respectfully listening. You're
You're
just
not
getting
saying it.
aggravated.
No, you're not saying. You're not putting
Okay,
your question
that's fine.
properly.
I can repeat.
Put your question properly.
Please. Sahih al-Bukhari comes.
No, forget about Sahih al-Bukhari. Forget about Sahih al-Bukhari.
Are you going to ask the question or am I going to ask the
What's
question?
Sahih al-Bukhari? We're talking about Muhammad.
Who is going to ask the
We're talking
question?
about Muhammad. We're talking about the Prophet.
Who is going to ask the
We're talking
question?
about
You
the
or me?
Prophet. Are we talking about the Prophet?
I am a bit confused right now. Are you the one asking the question
You
or
are
am?
misleading.
Do you think the gentleman listened to my question?
You are misleading. You're jumping from topic to topic to topic.
Don't even read your book.
Now it's not from the Quran. My brother, I'm neutral. I'm neutral. Let me just ask you. I know
You can be neutral, but that's not the question we're looking
Can
for.
God die? Can God die?
Listen to him. Listen to him.
Can God die?
You need to shift to the first gear, second gear. Don't be in neutral.
Can God
Move
die?
on.
All right.
Move on. Learn.
I mean,
Plenty of things to learn.
yeah. Can God
Answer
die?
any question.
God
He-
die?
they
Can
ask
God
you.
die?
Answer him.
Answer.
Question.
God die?
You are
About Muhammad,
Why you don't
what is the
answer?
earliest
Answer it.
source of
Why
information
don't
you have?
answer? Just give him
Young
a
man.
question.
About for Muhammad. Are you a Muslim? Yeah. For Muhammad, to understand the historical person of Muhammad. Okay. Are you here with some adult?
Oh no, I'm here by myself.
Okay. Please, when you go home, take my challenge up.
I have a friend with me.
Okay. Please take my challenge up. Yeah. What's that?
What do you want me to find?
I'm going to tell you that for the historic, for painting a picture of a person called Muhammad in history, there exists no early artifact, no early writing at all. Muhammad was a figment of imagination of centuries later. This is my challenge. When you go home, please check this up.
Wait, repeat that. Because you made a statement, but you didn't ask me a question. You just said Muhammad is a figment of imagination. It's not a question, it's a statement.
From writings which come centuries later, yeah.
Okay, so you want me to find out a piece of writing
That's
about
early
Muhammad
enough.
from roughly the time of Muhammad.
Exactly. That gives you a picture of who truly a historical person Muhammad was.
And if I find it, what?
Please bring. Please bring.
And then what?
What's that?
And then what? What
And
happens
we'll
next?
look at that. It doesn't exist, so you can't find it. Okay. When you
We're not good. We're not good.
God's blessings. Yeah. Please ask elders in your family, but find and please come. So where are okay? The confused people are there. Okay, I see.
He just want to ask questions.
I am asking you. I'm asking you some deep question, not some silly, superficial question.
Question. Don't ask.
I know the Quran very
1
good.
hour you ask. Now, just one question.
I know the Quran very good. Go ahead.
Five
Fire.
minutes you answer. 1 hour you don't ask.
How much of information? You said you know the Quran, and you can face my question.
He doesn't
Please
answer.
face my
You
question.
don't know anything.
You want to go away?
I want to make it clear. For 1 hour you've been asking and you haven't answered a single question.
Well, I didn't see you contribute anything to what we were talking about.
People came to you and you said,
I'm really.
okay,
What's your
fine.
name?
1 hour, Yunus.
Yunus. You've been here for an hour.
Okay, fine.
But I asked you multiple times the question. No one. You weren't here. Why are you hiding behind? Yeah. Okay, I'll ask you now.
I'll
Then
tell you, I'll tell you.
I'll ask you.
I'll tell you.
When is the earliest
I have no answer.
Okay.
I'm Jahil. I'm ignorant. Then khalas, now you answer me.
Islam throughout history
You're preaching.
is
you're
in
preaching.
jahil,
Preach.
ignorance. doesn't help you. Yeah, I mean, the same, sweetie, the same conversation. I sincerely believe, based on evidence, Muhammad and Islam do not have legs to stand on. Muhammad of Islam is most likely not to have existed at all, and Islam did not begin during the time of Muhammad. And so I'm asking for evidence as to why people still think that Islam is a religion in history which started in the way it is claimed to have started, and till now, no answer. Some little details I'm asking for, and I find none from Muslims. So that is where we are. Muslims should leave Islam, should stop following Muhammad, and come to the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you very much.
Don't follow him, otherwise you're going to be possessed like him. You know, you're going to possess like him.
If you don't follow Jesus Christ,
Follow this. That's what happens.
choose for yourself.
This is what happens. That's Christianity for you. They're behind you. Christianity.